All right, well, I guess the first prophecy I want to talk about is actually in the book of Genesis. Genesis is also known as the book of beginnings, so I guess that's a pretty good place to start. Anyways, let's start in chapter 3, and I'm going to start in verse 13. I want to end up in verse 15, but we'll start in 13 just so we can kind of get the context. Then the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" And the woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." The Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, cursed are you more than all cattle, and more than every beast of the field. On your belly you will go, and dust you will eat all the days of your life." Verse 15, "And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. He shall bruise you on the head, and you shall bruise him on the heel." And you can see here that even in the beginning, even after the first sin in the Garden of Eden, God is already foreshadowing the arrival of Christ and the defeat of Satan. Now, some people, I've heard it kind of something to the effect of, well, that's why women don't like snakes, because, her seed and the seed of the serpent, and that's why, well, I get that, but that's not really what the verse is saying. The seed of the woman is not other women, not according to this verse. If you look at verse 15 again, it doesn't say that he shall bruise that she shall bruise him on the head, the serpent on the head, and that he shall bruise her on the heel. It says that I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed, and he shall bruise you on the head, and you shall bruise him on the heel. In other words, the seed of the woman he's referring to is not another woman, and it's not a group of people, not seeds as of many. It's talking about a very specific seed, a very specific male person, and that person is Christ. I'm reminded of what Galatians 3:16 says, talking about the seed of Abraham. Galatians 3:16, "Now the promises were spoken to Abraham and to his seed." He does not say, "and to seeds as of many," but rather to one, "and to your seed, that is Christ." In other words, all these things were foreshadowing. They were types and shadows and prophecies that were all fulfilled in the arrival of Christ. Christ is both the seed of the woman, and he's also the seed of Abraham, and through him we have the redemption that Christ came to bring.